Hey everybody, let's begin by lying down on the mat. If you have a bolster or a pillow, you might rest your head onto that. When you're there, keep your knees bent, but take your feet about mat width distance apart, and then allow your knees to rest against each other. You can place your hands by your sides or maybe onto your belly. See if you can become even 10% more relaxed. Loosen your shoulders, your jaw, your facial muscles. And without changing or forcing anything, bring your awareness to your breath. For now, just noticing it coming in and out of your body. And then with time, you might aim to make your breath a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit longer. But if it doesn't feel comfortable for you to try control your breath, don't worry. Simply notice it wherever it is. From here, we'll come into Reclined Swan pose. So you can bring your left foot a little bit closer towards your body and bring your right ankle up onto your left leg. And very gently start to press that right knee away from you. You might be happy to stay here, or you can thread your hands through your legs to hold either the back or the front of your left knee. And we'll stay here in Reclined Swan for 2 minutes. Don't force anything. Just listen to your body. Observe the sensations it's presenting to you. And try your best to keep your awareness with your breath. And for your last few moments in the pose, you might just focus also on the sensation you might be feeling within your right glute. Just think about how you would describe that sensation to someone if you had to. Does it have a certain energy or color? Is there a word you could use? There's no right or wrong, good or bad. It just is what it is. And you are simply just the observer of it here. And when you're ready, you can start to transition to the opposite side, moving nice and slowly. There's no rush. Again, we're not forcing or pulling anything here. Just finding that first point of resistance within the pose. Staying there, and then with time your body might invite you to go a bit deeper. And if it does, then you might pull your knee ever so slightly closer to you. But for now, focus on your breath. Observe the sensation within your left hip. Savor the last few moments here in the pose. Reflecting on the sensations you're feeling, connecting to your breath, and reminding yourself that you are just the observer of it all. When you're ready, you can release the pose. Bring your feet back to about mat width distance apart. And this time gently drop both knees from side to side. Just releasing the pose with some windshield wipers. The next pose that we'll practice is supported bridge pose. So you can remove your bolster from behind your head. And for this pose, you will need your yoga blocks. You're welcome to use 1 or 2 blocks. Whatever you feel works best for you is absolutely fine. And we'll begin by just placing 1 block around the lower back. And if If that feels good for you and you want to go that bit deeper, you can place the second block on top of it. Feel free to fidget and adjust until you find the right position for you. The closer your feet are to your body, the less intense this will feel. So if you want to go that bit deeper, of course, you're welcome to walk your feet further away from you. Once you feel settled, commit to stillness in the pose. Anytime that the hips are above the head, it sends more blood to your brain. And this can have a really calming effect on the body and the mind. So we'll allow gravity to work its magic as you just focus on your breath. And it's very normal to start thinking, so don't berate yourself too much if that's happening. As soon as you notice that you got a bit lost in thought, just try to come back to your breath. Come back to observing your body. And we'll be here for the next 3 minutes. And this is your last few moments in supported bridge. So just take some time to observe how your body feels. Witness your breath coming in and out. You might take a moment to think about how you would describe this feeling. Again, no right or wrong, no good or bad. You're just here to observe. When you're ready, you can remove one block at a time. Eventually roll your spine back down to the mat. And we'll lie for a moment in corpse pose, arms and legs nice and long, taking up lots of space. And just feel the echo of the pose in your body. When you're ready, you can sit up again just for a moment as we prepare for our next pose, which is supported fish pose. So if you have a bolster, you might put that at the back of your knees. And then we'll use 1 or 2 yoga blocks to prop open the chest and the heart. So you can have 1 yoga block behind you, and then maybe a second yoga block or a cushion to rest your head onto. And then you can slowly lie back down onto your block, maybe aligning the edge of the block with the back of your shoulder blades. If you want to go deeper, you can remove that second block to support your head and just have the crown of your head on the mat. And then arms can rest wherever they're naturally drawn to. That might be out wide. And as I mentioned, this is a really great pose to open up your heart and your chest. So take advantage of that by taking some nice big breaths in. Feel all your ribs expand as you do so. And when you exhale, you're getting rid of what's old, what's gone. You're getting it out of your body. And we'll stay like this in supported supported fish pose for the next 3 minutes. For the last few moments in fish pose, loosen up your jaw again and soften your face. If you got lost in thought, that's okay. Come back to your breath and your body now. And remember, while you have a body, you are not your body. You are here observing your body. You can slowly come out of the pose, lifting yourself back up just enough to remove your blocks to the side. And then we'll lie back down on the back of the body, feeling the echo of supported fish. And for our next pose, we'll practice Reclined Butterfly. You can do this with or without props. But if you do want to use props, it can be nice to have your bolster at the back of your spine. And you can even prop it up by putting your yoga blocks underneath the bolster. So maybe 1 or 2 blocks. And then you can lie back down either onto the bolster or just onto your mat. And when you're there, bring the soles of your feet together. Big diamond shape with the legs. And don't worry about wherever your knees are, they're fine. Don't force them down. The further away you have your feet from your body, the less intense this will feel. So you can find a position that works for you. We'll be here for the next 5 minutes, giving your body ample time to release and let go and relax. If your knees need some support, you can place yoga blocks or cushions underneath. Connect to your breath. Just as we did at the beginning of the practice, all you have to do is observe it coming in and out. If it feels good for you, you can maybe encourage it to be that bit deeper. And once again, relax your jaw, your face. Soften your shoulders. Relax your hips and your legs. And see if you can make your entire body even 10% more relaxed. We're almost at the end of our hold. But before we break the peace, let's take some time just to observe the breath. Feel into the sensations that this pose is bringing. Just observe everything that's happening on your mat. And when you're ready, you can ask your knees to come back together. You might come back into that constructive resting pose by having your knees leaning against each other. Or it might feel better for you to have your legs long and straight on the mat. And wherever you are, we'll pause, feeling the effects of all of the poses that you practiced. You might just thank yourself for taking these 30 minutes for relaxation and for stress relief. It's really important, and it's something that you did today for yourself. So well done. And of course, you're welcome to stay here for longer. But if you are ready to end your practice, you can slowly bring yourself back, opening up your eyes again, and maybe finding a seat on your mat. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. The videos that I upload to this channel, they always seem to lean more on the side of relaxation and stress relief. It's the kind of class that I like to create, so there's lots more just like this on the channel. And I also have some yoga nidra practices that I want to recommend to you if you are looking for ways to relieve stress or ways to incorporate more relaxation into your life. I really think that yoga nidra would help. So I will leave some of those classes linked in the description, or they will be somewhere in this video. I'm sure you'll be able to see them. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon on the mat, but until then, take good care of yourself and goodbye.